All right, yo, welcome to Monday's edition of Campanella's Motivation. It's your boy. I hope everybody had a blessed weekend and everybody enjoyed themselves. Today's topic's upon request about, what extreme do you go to help an addict without enabling them, right? That's just one of the topics because me as an addict, I know when I was out ripping and running, I would try to manipulate every situation from friends and family members, for as long as I could, so I could find ways and means to get more, right? um, but if you're on the other end of that, and if you're the friend or if you're the family member or employer and you're helping that addict, where do you draw the line where to the point that you're enabling them, right? You know what I mean? Because that's a fine line. Even nowadays, I have friends and families that are still out there actively using, and where do I draw the line where I'm actually enabling them? I mean, it's a hard line because number one, you care so much, right? You want to help them in any way, shape, or form, and it's really tough if you've never been in the situation itself. But it's really it's a hard line to draw because you have so much love for that person that you want to help them and you want to be there in any way, shape, or form. But it comes to the point that where if you keep helping them and keep helping them, at that point you're just enabling them, okay? And at that point you're just helping them, feed their addiction. And it's tough, man, and that's why, if you have anybody that is struggling with that, absolutely reach your hand out. If you know anybody that's working in some type of program, reach out to that person for help, so they can guide you. Because chances are, if if you don't struggle with addiction, right? If you don't have the disease of addiction, you know, it's hard to walk in an addict's shoes or an alcoholic's shoes. Okay, it really is. I mean, there's people, yeah, there's people out there that could be so judgmental towards drug addicts and say, we didn't choose for you to, drink or drug. You're absolutely right, you didn't. But what happens is once we consume some type of mind-altering substance, our disease sets in, and it's something that we can't control at that point in time. So unless you truly lived it and truly walked in an addict's shoes, you can't be so judgmental. But, what caused the addict to become an addict, right? And that's another subject that we're going to touch on because, what type of like mental disorders or what happened in the person's, childhood that caused them to go out and use, what pain do they want to use drugs or alcohol to cover up? I mean, for me, myself, when I was younger, I had a family member, do things to me that, that's what led me out, to my addiction, and that's where it brought me to, because I didn't want to feel that way. I didn't want to be home anymore, and using drugs and alcohol just numbed it up. And I did that for so many years because I covered that pain and I carried that burden for so many years that, whenever I felt overwhelmed by it, I would just use to numb that pain. There's resentments that people carry on and on and on, that'll make them go out and use too. That's why when I dug into my step work, I really cleaned out my closet so I didn't have to carry around that 20-year burden anymore. And I could tell you this, man. I can tell you that, when I unloaded that and got that off my chest, the relief that I felt from that it was nothing like I felt before. I felt so relieved. But, there's so much that we can talk about with this topic. If you have any questions on it, drop your question below, or you can message me, or you can email me at campsmotivation@gmail.com. I mean, I'm here for you guys. If you're struggling with anything, you can feel free. Give me a call. all right? But I need everybody to hit the share button, hit the like button. Let's carry on these messages to people that are struggling with enabling people, people that are struggling with using a substance to cover up some pains that they felt when they were younger. But it's your boy, it's Campanella's Motivation, and y'all have a great day.